right.
Alright, we're back from break, and we begin to hit the Hang Castle. A pretty funky level, if I say so myself.
Sonic, you sure this is the right way?
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the right way.
But it's so spooky here.
Maybe that's the ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Woo! Stop it, Knuckles.
Gotta say, when you first play this level when it comes around Halloween, you kinda think that the game is sentient for a while. But anyway, getting back to the level, Hang Castle is a pretty unique level. Just see for yourself.
Not bad. What's going on?
The castle is upside down.
Hitting those switches essentially give you a new sense of direction and a whole music change, and that's kinda cool actually. But as for actual gameplay, you're going to be going around a little topsy-turvy, so what would have been dead zone in the one section is now your main entry in the middle section.
Got it.
Other than that, it's kind of like a simple level when you think about it. Grab that power core and burst our way down to the bottom. The stage is pretty big on goodies actually, so definitely go out of your way and break those crates and other treasure chests to see if you can pick up any other goodies.
Leave it to me.
Here we have a rail, and here's what I like to do with those rails.
Let's go. Wait,
Skip that required section and just fire dunk our way to victory.
let's leave it this way.
Rail jumping is pretty cool, and considering how fast Sonic goes in this game, you can skip a lot out of it. In fact, when we started grinding earlier, if you go back, you can actually skip yourself to be right here, though it wouldn't do anything because you didn't hit that switch we just activated earlier.
Doors open.
I'm gonna go ahead and rock out a Team Blast, see if I can nuke these guys. So all in all, Hang Castle has its moments, but it mostly feels like you're going on a set path anyway. And while that may be the case with most Sonic games, it kinda sees itself until very later on. Hit that rail,
Leave it to me.
get rid of this enemy. There's another rail right here. That's nice. I prefer hitting up flat formation.
Leave it to me.
What can I say? Adventure 2 has taught me that if you can jump off rails and take shortcuts, you do it. Oh man! I almost fell off right there.
Whoa!
Now we hit up topsy-turvy again.
What's going on?
Because of this whole rails, I kinda treat this level just like Rail Canyon. Alright, I should be near that rail. Perfect. Let's see how far I can skip this.
Let's go.
Yes!
Awesome. Good chunk skipped.
Side by side.
There's that switch again.
Actually, I take that back. Seeing as how you got rails and how fast you can make these guys moves, you can just skip a lot of sections in this level. This might be the fastest I've ever gone through the level in particular. These flames will guide on the correct pack, but
Let's go.
but again, you can just jump over near that iron balloon and go get the goodies right there.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Switch up here if I remember correctly. Yes, there is.
Let's
Now if
go.
only Tails can open it. There we go. Usually if you wait it out, you should be fine.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
And hit up another Team Blast.
Let's go.
Too cool. Got it.
Let's see.
Leave it to me.
Not bad.
Actually, in terms of music, this is one of those few moments where you hear like other instruments used besides the whole rock instrument snare. That Kiro's kind of. No wait, Adventure did start the whole. Adventure 2 was when the series had like the rock music mentality, and while the other games had like this, like a big variety when it came to the soundtrack.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Heroes kind of.
Got it.
And I Again, I totally dig Kira's soundtrack. Can't get enough of it.
Leave it to
Almost
me. Let's go.
did. Should have had that jump right there, so let's go ahead and fix that. Ah, darn it.
Here we go.
This section here can actually be bypassed very quickly if you have Team Blast and you use the Lightspeed attack. Or alternatively, you could just go back here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And we saw a key back there, but
We're turning upside down again.
now it should be a little easier to get.
Leave it to me. Yay.
Fly formation. Before we go on, yeah, we literally are going upside down. So where did that key go?
Here we go. Ready anytime.
It probably went up there if it's following the whole upside down mentality.
Blast away.
Another group of enemies, another victim to Team Blast, and we are almost done.
Got some serious problems.
Ah, darn, I wish I didn't do the Team Blast right now, because Sonic's gonna go crazy. Or not. Sweet.
Yeah.
You only need to hit the bottom ring target right there to get the switch, but the one above usually gives you something nice.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
We have one more ring target that we couldn't reach previously,
Yes.
until we flip things around. I kind of like this mechanic actually, seeing as how you can look like how what previously couldn't be explored earlier can now be explored thanks to the whole topsy-turvy mechanic. Kind of would like to see this on another level actually. In fact, some of those things that Heroes introduced I wouldn't mind seeing again. If they were gonna do the team mechanic again like in this game, I wouldn't mind. And I may have mentioned this earlier, but being able to choose who we want for the team would have been awesome too.
Jump
And
now.
probably what I would love to see if we ever get to have a Sonic Heroes 2.
Jump now.
I can't get those bonus points, so bear with me for a minute.
Yes.
Awesome. Alright, come on, I gotta get one. There we go, got one. And we should be near the end of the level after this. Yep, we totally are done.
Yes.
Hang Castle complete. How do we do this time then? Wow, no power core for Knuckles. In fact, did I even touch on power formation?
That was tight.
Man, I got through a lot. Apparently I did it faster, so I need to go look into that and see how I did. But now we enter pretty love or hate stage, Mystic Mansion.
What a cat.
And oh man, this level,
Feels like Halloween with all these ghosts.
I can't even begin to tell you how this level works. This can be... Oh, did not mean to do that. Starters,
Nothing but doors.
this is... Love how dynamic the music is
Here we go.
in the stage. And it carries... Does a little twist on the whole Switch mentality. Instead of flipping the place over, we get access to a different dimension, I guess? Because that explains what would happen later on in this level. Especially with the whole Demon Snare. Alright,
Don't step on that shadow.
plenty of keys for Teen Sonic in this stage. One of which you can get right here, and there's plenty more you can get from. Now where power formation was kind of pointless in the last stage, in this stage it is a pretty good lifesaver tool to have. So more, you can see a lot of Knuckles using this stage, along with Sonic, since I just like zooming around all over the place. I don't need that pull. Oh man.
Let's go.
It's also pretty easy to stick onto walls here, so don't go too crazy with the homing attack.
Jump now.
And you're gonna see a lot of trolleys, and really I got hit by that.
Level up.
Use the brakes.
this is more of a trolley level with various forms of platforming, if I can be perfectly honest. Remember to hold up so you can get the most out, so you can go as fast as you possibly can in order to get that power core at the end of the trolley. Level 2 Fire Dunk gets rid of shields, and you get another free key right here in case you drop one. Now this, all you need to do is hit the right switch. For Team Sonic and Team Chaotic, it's this switch. For Team Rose and Team Dark, all you need to do is hit the leftmost switch. In fact, if you're Team Rose, you're already done with the level. Not even kidding.
Leave it to me.
Really steep here. Be careful.
But for every other team, they have to go on through here. Team Chaotic has a pretty interesting segment. And it does kind of make me wish that each team had their own variation of each stage rather than go through a similar set piece. With that said, let's carry on with the level. Hit a tornado and can we get a bit?
Let's go.
Where does that path lead? Oh man.
Got it.
As much as I like to explore, it's kind of gonna cost me right now, so I'm just gonna keep on going with the main level.
Whoa.
Don't worry about death, you have springs,
Let's go.
and Tails you can reach that. You almost had it. Back. Alright,
Don't know what this switch triggers.
more bosses. Ah, darn, I should have saved up the Team Blast. I did not want to use it right now. Because we are going to get introduced to a new enemy type, one of which I've been particularly skipping, so it might not exactly ring true, and I really shouldn't lose that key. One more up ahead. Here we have a variation on the egg golem that we saw earlier. This variation has a helmet which negates any attack unless you take it off. So hit it with Fire Dunk, and then go to town on this thing with Knuckles. Pretty easy with Knuckles because his finisher lets him bounce repeatedly off of that. And the damage stacks, so all we have to do is just do that finisher and boop him on the head. Hit that switch, go down this well, if you want to call it, and carry on to the trolley. And this is kind of the breather after all the platforming we've done earlier. Just hold up, you never have to worry about getting hit by a spike ball. In fact, you run over that guy, so getting hit by that is kind of redundant.
Leave it to me.
Hit up here for a free 1-up and a chance to go on the correct pass. Like I said, this level wasn't too bad. In fact,
There's another
I do like the idea of having like alternate dimension or going upside down. And I know that recent games like Mario Galaxy, like the Galaxy games, or a couple of other ones that I can't name right now off the top of my head, do that. And I want to say Lost World does it, but I wouldn't mind seeing this mechanic again in Lost World. I mean, in the next Sonic game, if there ever is going to be one, considering the whole situation and everything. But oh well, I can only dream. Carrying on with the level, you can triangle jump right here. It's always the left path when it comes to these spider web things. And don't get crushed by that. Plenty of ghosts all over here, but you can just dispatch them with a homing attack or a thunder shoot. This section right here, stick to speed, and you can just tag the switches while you maneuver about it. Still glad I didn't get a key, and I think I'm kind of screwed out of getting the Chaos Emerald now. Oh well. Hit all the switches, hit the light trail, and now we begin the 3 trials for each team. I'll go ahead and start with Sonic. Sonic's trials is essentially a homing attack chain off of those pumpkins. Just wait for the pumpkins to show up, and then homing attack them. It's your basic homing attack chain, so it's nothing too bad. That guy in the bazooka can hit you out though, so think of that as you will. Tails' challenge is fairly simple. as it mainly involves a flight formation as soon as we hit that dimension.
Left the tails.
Yep, it's just a platforming challenge. If you are fast enough, you can kind of just hold forward and get away with everything. There are flight bubbles. There's a flight bubble to catch your breath if you decide to hold forward. And we have another enemy to deal with. Thundershoot. Thundershoot should be enough to take care of it. And we have enough for a Team Blast, which we will want to use for Knuckles this trial. Power Formation or Knuckles this trial in 14 Sonic is all about triangle diving and dealing with that giant helmet golem. Fly over here, fly away, hit up Team Blast if you have it, and if you don't, just wait till he does his lariat, I guess if you want to call it that. Knock him down with a fire dunk, and you're done. Clear out 3 trials, hit up that dimension, and we are done with this level. And don't fall off the water like I did in one test run.
Piece of cake.
Second longest level 14 Sonic out of the way and dusted. And I still don't think we're gonna get any rank with that. Oh, never mind, prove me wrong. Ah, wait, it's Team Chaotic that has the easiest time collecting the emeralds considering how many keys they have.
Trying to stop us now? Ha, what a joke!
What did you say? Now I'm really mad. Get them.
You know, if you said you were gonna conquer the world in 3 days, why do we matter now? Did you screw up or something? Or do you just really hate Sonic that much that you want to get rid of all possible threats? Kinda would make sense now that I look at it. But now we have a rematch with Dr. Eggman and his army of robots. This is nowhere near as bad as it was compared to Robot Carnival. There's just more mooks, but you can just use Homing Attack, Blue Tornado, and Power Formation. In fact, level 3 Knuckles is amazing for this side, level 2 will also suffice. And you're building up enough energy for Team Blast so you can just plow through these enemies without breaking a sweat. Speaking of which, for an even easier time, try to build up as much power cores as you can. There's a few up here actually that if you switch over to Tails, you should be able to reach. Here, shoot! Okay, that one actually gave me a shield. Oh, level 3 Thundershoot is gonna be amazing for these guys. Let's get the shield. I think you might be able to reach that with just Knuckles, but I will get to that later. Knuckles. Fireball dunks, always amazing. Carry on with the level. That one should contain a power core for one of your team members. I can't remember who. But we are at level 3. That contains a mere shield. Let's get rid of these guys with the power of Team Blast. Unfortunately, this Team Blast does not give you means of building up energy quickly, so that's the only bummer about this. But you do get light speed attack, so which can track enemies. Actually, where is Sonic? Oh, there he is. Light speed attack gets really weird in some instances. This guy has nothing thanks to level 3 Fireball Dunk. Oh, there's actually more than one of them. And like I said earlier, you can cancel the finisher by switching formations. I probably should have waited for that Team Blast, but since I can build up that energy very quickly, that's not too much of an issue. Let's see, if I remember correctly. Yep, we have those guys on the rail. Take that with a level 3 Thundershoot, that gold octopuses are jerks. And if all else fails, you could just use Fire Dunk. Tails and Knuckles get a lot of use early on, with Sonic kind of waiting until you hit level 3.
This is only the beginning.
That level 3 Thunder Shoot just makes life so much easier.
Got it.
That'd be a little boring just to have Tails do all the work.
Too cool.
Alright, last year's segment. Build up a fire dunk. We have a group of enemies. Hit up that team blast. We should be in the clear. Assuming to hit everything.
Too cool.
Yeah, we should be in the clear. Alright.
Those were the easy ones.
All right.
Not Team Chaotic, so we can't make Robot Carlo an absolute joke, but it will suffice.
Not a very bright move for a genius.
Still kinda bummed out we didn't get that Chaos Emerald though.